Okay, we are back in Legend Heroes, Trails from Zero. Where we last left off, we completed the patrol on day festival. And what I'm namely looking for here is the picture. So there's a picture out here for us to get somewhere. Just I don't know where. We'll be able to get all of the pictures that we need except for one, although I do need to fight this thing up here. I didn't get it. I think there's an encounter that can appear here that's really rare, and you have to just sit there and grind if you want it, but I could be mistaken. A little bit of clipping. I don't know if I had the bamboo rod last time I was here. Okay, that one's a little on the slippery side. We got a pair of serpent tomatoes for our trouble. Well, if you want to see the Police Academy, there you go. So I could have taken the bus part way, maybe. Ah, here it is. Transcontinental Railroad. Yep, thing connects Erebonian to Calvert, all while running smack dab through the middle of Crossbell. Damn impressive when you think about it. Freight trains are also used to transport goods in and out of the state. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that the railroad symbolizes modern-day Crossbell. So maybe we can't take a picture of the train to give to Grace, but it made it for something really spectacular. What's up to you? It would seem a train is approaching after all. Wait, seriously? That's friggin' sweet, man. Think it's time for that picture-perfect moment, Mademoiselle. Get the camera, Ellie. Okay. So we can see it's Erebonian. Has their stallion, but it's not royal red. There it goes. I think that might have been the first time I've seen a moving train up close and personal like that. How'd it go, Ellie? Well, it was a moving object, and it was a bit rushed, but I think it'll get the job done. Really? Well, you managed to pull out the camera pretty quickly, so we owe you one. Now we managed to meet Grace's 5-photo quota. Let's run these by her when we get the chance. So, just remember there's 8 or 9 pictures. I forgot how many exactly. I think it might be 8. Nope. One second. What level's the monsters here? No. So that's definitely a Chapter 4 thing. By the way, I should mention, if you didn't know, you can see where the monster chests still are. So if you happen to miss one or something, then this will tell you if you've at least examined the chest to see what the level of the stuff inside is. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention in case you were trying to keep track of what you can and can't do just yet. Anyway, 5 minutes in, we need to get back to questing. And ironically, by questing, we're actually going to go to the church and talk to people there. Need to find some faith. Then there's another picture here. There's 9 pictures. Okay, I remember now. So we need this herb and this nutrient-rich berry. Yep, I think we got everything. Shall we deliver this all to the Archbishop? Came all here to deliver the medicinal herbs requested by the Archbishop. We were done in no time thanks to Aelia, who knew exactly what we were looking for. Her doctor's license isn't just for show, that much I know. During the anniversary festival, a mass will be held in the cathedral. Looks like visitors from abroad have started trickling as well. The Crossbow Cathedral truly is an extraordinary feat of architecture, don't you think? It's easily 2 or 3 times the size of any chapel in all the parishes I've ever been in. I heard the IBC CEO Dieter Klaw uses his wealth to support various charity projects. As someone with a church, I can't stress enough how deeply I respect that man. Yesterday's sales were pretty good too, Adios. Please, keep blessing me with this luck. Archbishop Geralda's achievements left a significant mark on the pharmaceutical world. Senators of the hospital still prescribes medicines based on the foundations once laid by Archbishop Geralda, actually. I heard that there was some manner of fracas in the downtown district yesterday evening. It wasn't just the youth of the area. Supposedly the bracers and police got involved in the fray as well. So it was you four, after all. Festivals are known for getting people excited, and yes, on occasion, this can mean they lose the ability to think rationally. However, the police need to be better than that. You should reflect on your actions. Sorry. Damn, this old-timer's giving us one hell of a stink eye. I'm actually a little intimidated. For someone as clumsy as Sister Juju, she's a surprisingly good cook. I wonder if the kids are drawn to her because of her cookies. I'm here praying for a safe trip. I'd be devastated if something happened to me now and ruining my big vacation. Adios, give me a hand here, alright? Whenever I'm not teaching Sunday school, I'm preparing the children's next lessons. Sometimes the children still drop by to visit me and the others. From time to time, it gets a fair deal more lively in here than I expect. That's the one I didn't talk to. For some reason, I get the feeling children don't respect me very much. In today's mass, for example, one of the boys suddenly kicked my rear end. I was upset, of course. I chased after him, but then I started having fun. The two of us were laughing by the end of it. But as a sister of the Septian Church, I like to carry myself in a more elegant, dignified manner. If I ignore the fact that I somehow ended up in the middle of a bunch of graves, this place has quite the nice view. It really has quite the view. It's hard to beat the feeling you get from looking down at the view from a high-up spot like this. So that's your clue that's a picture spot. I had the opportunity to talk to the gravekeeper when I finished paying my respects yesterday. He gave me the idea that it would be a waste to do nothing but pray during the anniversary festival. I suppose he has a point. Tonight I will enjoy Crossbell's night sky instead. Sheesh, that's a safety hazard if I've ever seen one. There ain't even a fence here. Really doubt anyone would be standing on the edge of a cliff like this in the first place. Look, you can see the bottom of the valley from here. Quite the drop, isn't it? If you stare for too long, it starts to feel like it's sucking you down into it. It's not a very pleasant feeling. This is a cemetery, after all. Perhaps someone from the other side is beckoning you to join them. Did you really have to phrase it like that, Tio? Well, putting that aside, this spot would make for a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. I think that should do it. Good job, Ellie. It seems things went well. With that, shall we get going? Gravekeeper isn't out, so he's got to be in here. Came across a lady who was here visiting a grave the other day and suggested you try to enjoy yourself a little, at least during the festival. In hindsight, that was rather insensitive of me. I wonder if I missed it before, but I could have swore he was usually walking around. Okay, so we actually need to walk here, because there's going to be picture opportunities, plus we have to stop at Rosenberg. We got a little dumpling for our trouble. Aw, man, I'm still not strong enough to just one-shot those suckers. Okay, it's got to be higher up then. And if you hear that in the background, it just started pouring. Actually, it looks like it's already stopping. Jeez. Beast flesh. Yeah, I don't think it knows if it wants to rain or not. So he at least describes it as a scenic spot. Let's put our dumpling to use. Just because I haven't fished here before, I'm going to try the row, but that'll be it. We're here to complete quests, not just fish mindlessly. Although, keep in mind, we will be fishing extensively in a couple videos. I don't know, did I have the salmon before? Maybe it's further upstream where you take the picture. Was something sparkling here? I walked into this because I was looking to see if it was still raining. And this sucker can take a little bit of a beating still. I'll take a look at the chest. I think it's still beyond my reach. Couldn't tell if that was a monster right there or what. Nope. Don't know if I'm going to bother editing that out just because it goes by rather quickly. So one of the places we do need to go is over here. I don't think the studio was a picture. I thought it was... Okay, this is getting a little annoying. These things are worthless, yet I still have to fight them. No one home? Joshua, are you positive this is the place? I don't have definitive proof, but everything we found out up till now points here. Just too much information about the 13 factories even I don't know about. All we know is that it's a network of 12 workshops that has passed down ancient technology. And supposedly this doll studio is one of them. This is definitely the kind of place she'd stay at. What's the plan, Estelle? Should I go and investigate? No, it's okay. Lucky for us, we weren't directly butting heads with the society this time. I'm gonna catch her, I'll have to play by the rules. If that's what you think is best, I'm with you. Besides, we still have that auction to worry about. Should we focus on that for now? Sounds good to me. Estelle? Joshua? Huh? The Triple S. What a surprise. I thought I was detecting a familiar presence, but I could not quite pinpoint who it was. Why the heck are you guys here? Does the Special Support Section have some business with the studio? We were just stretching our legs for a bit. What about you? Did the Bracer Guild have a request here or something? Actually, we're here on personal business. Or we were at least, but looks like no one's in right now. On a lighter note, you guys put up a good fight yesterday. How are you feeling? I'm a little sore, but fine overall. Forget us, after all that yesterday, the two of you look completely unaffected. What gives? You think? I guess the 2 years of walking everywhere has finally started to pay off. Sorry to cut our conversation short, but it's about time for us to start heading back to Crossbow City. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Be careful on your way back, guys. Of course, you all stay safe too. Even a moron can tell they were hiding something from us. That may be true, but I did not sense any guilt coming from them. I don't think it's our place to stick our noses into their private matters. Joshua mentioned that the owner of the Doll Studio isn't home. Shall we head on back as well, then? Yeah, might as well. We all met Ren for the first time when we were here before. Do those two know her somehow? And just like the story of the Fisher King, so much could have been avoided if they had just asked the damn question. Just want to make sure there's nothing scenic over there. The sight never becomes any less impressive, especially so when we are this close up. This is one of Crossville's landmarks. You would be hard-pressed to find a waterfall this grand in another country. I bet, it gives off such a soothing vibe. Next time someone talks about cleansing their heart and mind, I know exactly where to send them. Should we meditate under the waterfall? We can do the ohms and everything. They say meditating under a waterfall while only wearing a loincloth can help you reach true enlightenment. That sounds a bit dangerous to me. I think I'll pass. Would rather vomit than picture you in a loincloth, thank you very much. Come on, Teotot, don't be shy. Putting that idea aside, this spot would make a nice photo for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Leave it to me. I think that should do it. Good job, Ellie. It seems like things went well. With that, shall we get going? If only Randy knew. Stand at the base of the waterfall, send the water flying back up, and then you can go collect the dragon cloth at the bottom. Such a missed opportunity, man. So I'm thinking about... I am gonna go for it. The next photo should be out here. This is where I did the power leveling at. Basically up there. So keep in mind, I can fight these monsters here on very even footing. You could even argue I have the advantage. I left the chests alone so that I could get them at a later date. We had to exterminate that monster right there in an earlier mission, but I think I have it scanned anyway because of the fighting out here. So hopefully I'll remember to edit that out, because that one went a little long. Who has ingenuity? I don't remember. You do. Tirabalm. I had hoped that Phantom Thief B would be the one to loot me. I guess I'm not beautiful enough. Bulletproof jacket. Help! I'm careening off a cliff. I think my S brakes were cut. So yeah, I'll give that to Tio. Especially how she got worked over. Oh, I had to sneeze. After how she got worked over a second ago. So yeah, if you want to beat the Abyss Worms easy, just make sure you finish them off all in one go. The EXP here isn't too bad. So I don't know if you saw it there as the camera panned, but this place still has its bell. What is with these runes? They look dilapidated. I think it's the ruins of a temple built during the Middle Ages. Wherever the details are, the CGF doesn't want anyone entering, judging by the barricade. Same as Stargazer's Tower. No reason to go trespassing, still it's quite the view, isn't it? Maybe we could take a great photo of this area for Grace's article. Will you do the honors, Ellie? Okay, leave it to me. I think that should do it. Good job, Ellie. It seems like things went well. With that, shall we get going? So if you want to... Oh, it despawned, I guess. So there was an Abyss Worm there a second ago. But yeah, the trick to doing this is you want to fight the worms, finish the worm all in one go. You want to probably get the drop on it so that's easier to do. And you can get up to level 23 fairly comfortably, I want to say. Keep in mind that can help make a lot of the stuff in the previous chapter a breeze. A cakewalk, if you will. Yin may give you a little bit of trouble, but it gives you a little bit more leverage against her insta-kills. That'd be like the one upside, I guess. Mirage Sepith. If I weren't so stingy, I could probably sell some of those to the bank to get some money and actually afford crap. But I'm too lazy. Is this Armorca Village? Nope, doesn't look like it. Geez, did I take the wrong bus? Maybe, but I think you'll be more than happy here in Mainz. This is the perfect place to take in some particularly desirable views. If you'd like, I'd love to show you around. And she found her prey. I'll be transporting some septium deposits over to the city today, so I thought I might as well check out the festival too. This is going to be great. Maybe I should grab a bite to eat at Longla while I'm there. Crossbow State has been around 70 years now. More tourists decided to come for the festival this year, so that'll be good for business. Around this time of the year, the miners flock over to the city, so profit is low. There are tourists who would come to a deserted place like this at the height of the anniversary festival? Seriously? Well, I guess I can relate. I hate crowds more than anything. That's the stuff. Drinking alone right around noon is one of the best things life has to offer. This is just iced tea, though. No, you're an alcoholic. We saw it. The mayor and I have been negotiating my purchase of some of Maine's septium crystals. He's a stubborn old man. No matter what I say, he just won't budge. I'll convince you, just you wait. I have the daughter of an illustrious Oh man, another hiccup. I have the daughter of an illustrious imperial merchant who will emerge victorious. My lady is currently in the middle of negotiations using her usual aggressiveness and vast supply of mirror, but these things are quite complex. Honestly, I'm feeling desperate, given that we've come this far. The least I can do is serve my lady to the best of my ability. Okay, we're done in this building. I haven't been around many mining towns before, but I must say the scenery is pretty spectacular, and there's all sorts of odd doodads to take a look at. Overall, I'm glad I visited. Do you know that my dad is Maine's official mine chief? That's because he's super cool, strong and cool. So I'm going to be a miner just like him. Jealous, aren't you? I think he'd rather you do something safer, kid. In the 70 years since Crossbow State was founded, the Empire and Republic's bickering has caused a lot of trouble for Mainz. It's calmed down somewhat thanks to the Non-Aggression Pact, but not too many people in Mainz legitimately trust the government. Life is so dull. Even going to some drinking party can't get me motivated. Not that I ever have any motivation. Oh well, it's the anniversary festival, so it's the perfect time to relax. Even if it's pretty physically taxing, I've always liked my job. The mine chief drafts... I can't even speak right now. The mine chief drafts excavation plans every day, and it's up to the muscle to make it all happen. I've never been too good at using my noggin, so it's really the perfect job for me. My husband is known for being one of the hardest working miners despite being so young. I suppose his one shortcoming is that he is not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I also find that part of what makes them cute. We've never had this many tourists before. I'm sure it's because Crossbell is celebrating a very special 70th anniversary this year. What to do, what to do. Can't send the Mine Chief in to exterminate those monsters, that'd be an execution. Good afternoon, Mayor Bixon. Special support section here. You came. I was hoping you'd get here soon. You submitted a support request, right? Something about monsters in the mine. Yes, we're in a bit of a pickle. Deep in the mine there's an abandoned area that has already been fully excavated. Last night, monsters began to emerge from it. Monsters running amok in the mine definitely doesn't sound safe. Does that sort of thing happen often? There have been many cases of monster outbreaks occurring in the vicinity of septium mines across the continent. Though the cause has not been explained yet, monsters are naturally attracted to septium crystals. Yeah, I've heard that plenty of times. Guess those suckers can't get enough of this stuff. I think I remember learning about that as well. No matter the country, the mines always face the risk of attracting monsters. So that's how it is. Normally our miners are tough enough to be able to drive away any monsters without issues. Most of the miners are in the city celebrating the anniversary festival. We're short on manpower. We sealed off the abandoned mine entrance for now, but there's no telling how dangerous things will get if it's left unattended. That's why I'd like for you all to exterminate the monsters in there. So what do you think? Will you take this one on for us? Understood. We'll take care of those monsters for you, no problem. Really? I'm in your debt once again. In that case, you'll be needing this. You have to check pretty deep into the mine to reach the abandoned section, but this key will get you right inside. I'll be awaiting the good news. Just try to be careful, alright? I didn't think it was really that deep in, but... yeah, I really don't know. Kinda wish I could see Daddy back when he was a miner. You folks are for the CPD, eh? I appreciate you patrolling mains, considering it's all the way out in the sticks. You know, everyone starts somewhere. Back before I ran this place, I was working the mines, mattock in hand. Mattock being like a pickaxe, for not familiar. As long as we keep pushing forward, you'll be able to make it big. Huh? Is this a mining helmet? Guess I shouldn't be surprised, given this is a mining town. In all seriousness, this is like the second time I've ever heard the word mattock used. Woohoo! Man, there's the echo I was looking for, so that's the same as last time. Because I remember how awkward that was. The abandoned part of the mine has become a bit of a problem for us, but I suppose there's no use worrying about it for now. We're far too short on hands to deal with it as things are. Once the youngsters get back, we can put together a more solid plan of action. My husband's position as mine chief puts him in charge of the entire mining crew. Alex said his father is what inspired him to want to be a miner someday. Maybe he looks up to his father so much, but I can't help but worry about him. Mining certainly is a dangerous profession. Told you. It's almost like I read the script or something. So I thought it was just over here. Ah, it was. So I will be showing the fights here because we gotta kill everything. So this is the abandoned mine. Weird, I was expecting something much older or more dilapidated based on it being abandoned. In fact, the orbital lamps in here still look like they're being maintenanced. If they really are prone to monster outbreaks from time to time, I imagine they keep the area lit as a countermeasure. From the looks of it, it seems like the place is still being used for storage. Either way, it's nailed the abandoned aspect in one sense, all dim and spooky and full of creepy crawlies lurking around. Perfect place to send someone in on a dare and see just how long they last. Happy-go-lucky as always. We are here on work, remember, not exploring some haunted house. I know. I can detect the presence of multiple monsters deeper in. The structure of the mine will likely get more complex the further we go. We should proceed with caution. Absolutely, let's try not to get lost while we're at it. So if you remember the lore of the series, supposedly the septium lights are good at repelling monsters, but you can see it's not 100% effective. Yep. Randy got the move now. So to show you War Cry, you lose a third of your health. 1 second. Okay, sneezing a lot. Sacrifice about a third of your health to get 60 CP. So, I don't remember what Agate gets exactly number-wise, but it's effectively the same. And that's Randy's, like, Kaioken type move. So I don't know if these monsters are actually missable or if they respawn if you leave and come back in. Poison and confuses. And we'll just say it's shattered. 3 worms. There's even bats here, jeez. But this is gonna be an insta win. So I'm gonna turn this down so we can still scan. Wow. Blind bat monster, yeah, that sucker can sure dodge. That was really awkward. Bunch of Sepith. Mind your own business. So I still need to scan these. Prefer the flies, to be honest. I could definitely use the opportunity to restock my bait. Only sedatives. That sucks. Oh, there was a chest over here. Just want to double check I got these. But hopefully you see why I take great care and gain back attacks as often as possible. It just turns these into automatic wins. And not close enough. Getting way too many antidotes. EP charge. Just think, if you spent less time harassing chests, you could have already finished the support request. And there's a little bit of biting truth to that one. I might be out of time. If I am, I'll finish this in silence, and then I will start talking when I start recording again after we start to report the quest. So the only drawback to winning like this, wow, we got another level, is that you don't get a lot of CP back. Later, your headband, you peer deep inside the chest once again, only to bump your head against the lid as you stand back up. Serves you right. Ah, so it's the exact same thing Randy has. Does Lloyd really need it? That's the question. He even made the mine pun. This bamboo rod just doesn't do anything. Let's try the row. Someone we haven't seen before. We tried the dumplings already on the bamboo. Let's see if the novice does anything different. I'm kind of skeptical that it won't, but at least we got the rainbow trout. Well, there you go. That's how you can scan the death cargo. Shatter. Reviving Balm. Your request for a rare ultra-powered quartz from before the Septine calendar is being processed. Please stand by. I think I hear a dial-up modem in the background. Curia Balm. I'll let you in on a little secret. There was more than one item in here, but someone beat you to it and took the good stuff. The bad stuff, you're holding it. That sucks. Monsters. Ooh, there's 8 here. Yeah, that won't do. Unscathed. I didn't even see how many red flies we got. We got battle boots. Annoying to having to check every treasure chest twice. You should treasure these chest messages while you can. After all, one day they might not be there anymore. I wonder if that's a warning for Trails to Black. I don't actually know if they're going to be there or not, I'm just guessing. Anyway, it's Randy who needs to start using better boots. Although that would help Lloyd's range issue. So we still haven't found everything, otherwise they'd actually let you warp out. And here's where I go quiet, until we hit that treasure chest. So this is a box of higher elements. Did you hear about the woman who had a craving for Goldia Sepith? She just wanted some space, man. So I left the one alive just in case I missed a chest or something. I want to get warped out at the wrong time. Sedatives. Dang it. Truth be told, if not for the fact that these are kind of required, I would actively avoid these ones just because they're so bulky. Luckily, I have access to Petrify, so you just have to hit them until they finally shatter. I don't actually know what determines when they shatter exactly. It's just Petrify can be a very handy stats effect, especially in Cold Steel when you have Machias, but a lot of stuff gets changed after this game, unfortunately. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it before, if I've mentioned it constantly. Defense 3. I'm not empty, I'm making a statement. This is the final game where you have the orbments like this. Starting in Azure, we will have access to the Master Quartz system, which you're familiar with if you played Cold Steel, Revelry, Black, and so on. So basically, this is the last ride for this system, and I preferred this one just because it's better for spells and stuff. Although granted, a lot of the spells are kind of garbage, so... Looks like that was the last of them. Should be. Cannot detect any more monsters within the abandoned mine. Finally. Right around this ugly place is tucking me out. That's for sure. Good work, you guys. Now, Lloyd, shall we head on back to Mayor Bixton's house? Sounds like a plan. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Lloyd, do a pal of solid and carry me back to the entrance, please. Not gonna happen. Stop messing around. It's time to head back. Killjoy. Looks like you wiped out every last one of those monsters for us. Yes, sir. They won't be an issue anymore. For the time being, no further monsters should try to settle in that area. Things should be safe at least until the rest of the crew gets back from the festival. That's music to my ears. I must find some way to thank you. How about this? So keep in mind we got 100 of each of these in the mine itself, so we got a total of 300 across the board. That is a lot of sepith. Whoa, 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 you sure you're allowed to give us this mountain of sepith? You're pulling our leg, right? Mayor Pixon, a reward like this might be appropriate for bracers, but I'm not sure we can accept this as police officers. Besides, isn't sepith a valuable export from your mines? We can't take so much of it away from you, can we? Please, you're overthinking this. Sepith is merely fragments of septium, you know? You can consider it a byproduct of the septium mining process. I can't thank you enough for taking care of the monsters in that abandoned mine, especially given the risks that were involved. If anything, I'm a little ashamed to be trying to give you leftovers like this and calling it a reward. Oh no, it's incredibly generous of you, maybe even too much. For you always seem to be saving the day for us. Please, allow me to give this to you as a token of my appreciation. I see. In that case, we'd be more than grateful to accept it. Thank you, sir. Good man. Before you leave, let me say thank you one last time. I'll be sure to reach out to you again should anything come up. I don't think there's anything else that happens in the mines this game. Can't thank you enough for taking care of the monsters in that abandoned mine, especially given the risks that were involved. I'm in your debt until we meet again. You saved the town. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. So I was just curious if anyone else changed their lines. Even going to some drinking party can't be motivated. Not that I have any motivation. It's the anniversary festival, perfect time to relax. I'll peek into these houses. I think one was empty. Eh. That's just a repeat. What else do we have quest-wise? Okay, so yeah, we're just missing the one. Okay, Old Armorca it is. Thought there was one more, but I guess not. For a second there, I forgot I was on the north side. So we went past the area, but I didn't show the monster in the previous video. Oh, real quick. With that reward and everything, you can see how much sepith we have. We're hitting 3,000 in some of these. I think there's an achievement for getting 1,000,000 Mira. Stuff like this it helps you fill that gap. So once again, like in the previous video, I want to fight these in hopes of finding that frog so I get more new materials, but like most of the times there, nothing. They dropped antidotes and black peppers. I think there's supposed to be like 2 bees per screen. Now that I think about it, we're actually... Now that I really think about it, like, this would have been the ideal time to go bust that one monster chest since I'm level 25. The Gorian things I had to spam the fire spells to kill. That one's what I'm referring to. Yep, over here. So I want to whack the bees before we go. And this time we got the frog. So these inflict burn. Just need to remember to scan. Well, we're gonna scan it right out the gate, I guess. Wow. Strange monster with sepith masses in its body harnesses Carnelia septium to breathe fire. Weak to water. What I'm surprised about is they don't have any protection other than death and burn, but Lottie freaking da. Actually connected. that's a wrap, folks. And hopefully you realize that's it for him. Okay, death blow. Yeah, I can live with Randy being at 177. 2 burn quartz. Exterminate monster and old Armorica. So I wouldn't mind eventually getting a freeze quartz there. Just don't have any use for the burn one. Just, you know, want to see it for some reason. Yeah, I forgot that even existed for a second there. Here's burn. The only reason you want to use that is for if you needed to get fire Sepith for spells or something, really. If we can get to Armorica Village, we can get in the bus and just head on over to the police station for the next quest. I don't know if we actually got enough points to get a rank up if we were to go to the computer to report stuff. Hey guys, good work yesterday. Sounds like you played a big part alongside the Braces in dealing with the delinquents. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it a big part. To be honest, I feel like we might not have taken things quite as seriously as police officers should. Yeah, you might have a point. By the way, I'm pretty sore from all that running around. Serves you right. Seriously though, good job guys. There's a symposium being held at City Hall later today. I don't think the average person is going to be interested in it, but apparently scholars from across the continent will be in attendance. The mayor, the IBC CEO, and Mr. Grimm will be there participating on Crossbell's behalf. We don't have any business upstairs, rather than I could shoot up by the commissioner. So that's the quest. No one here. Okay, tell us about these counterfeiters, boys. Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're here to ask about that support request you submitted. Are you free right now? Yes, thank you for coming, everyone. We really appreciate the help. So what exactly does the request entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. Yeah, let's have a quick meeting to go over the details right now. Have a seat, guys. Roger. Someone's telling me that we got some legit police work ahead of us. Now then, about that reason we called you in today. Well, we want the Special Support Section to help us expose a counterfeit dealer who should be on their way to Crossbell as we speak. A counterfeit dealer? What? Counterfeit dealers are a variety of scammer who put fake logos of famous brand names on goods of inferior products to trick customers. They can potentially deal in any type of product, but tend to favor high-end or luxury goods such as clothing or ornaments. Selling counterfeits qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossbell state law. Did you really had all that memorized? Because, yeah, that's the gist of it. Every year, loads of counterfeit dealers try their hand in Crossbell posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Verdant Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers has earned those crooks a lot of mira. The thought of them preying on innocent people just to make a quick buck really ticks me off. Let me get this straight, you want us to help you take these guys down. Exactly. Hurts me to say, but we get countless police reports filed by their victims every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living too. We'll need to crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in the CPD. You're right, I understand the situation. If you truly think that Triple S is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent, I'm in your debt. Okay, so what would you like for us to do? Here's the deal, we've narrowed down their point of entry to 3 spots, Crossbell Station, the airport, and Tangram Gate. We've got the station and airport covered, so I'd like you guys to keep watch at Tangram Gate. 2nd Division is short-staffed, so we can't afford to send people anywhere outside the city. And that is, I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with Deputy Commander Bales, right? Since this case falls under Border Patrol measures, coordinating with her unit will be key. That's why I thought you guys would be a good choice. So as you say, I wouldn't be surprised if she were more willing to cooperate with us than with other CPD officers. What do you think the odds are that we'll be able to finish the job without having to see her? Okay, looks like we got everything in order. We'll start by covering the airport and station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Understood, we'll depart for Tangram Gate immediately. Thanks, we're counting on you. See you guys later. Okay, let's head over to Tangram Gate now. We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Bales and request her cooperation. Exposing the counterfeit dealer started. Tangram. I think that's this one. So now that we've started the quest, there should be people over here. I have a shift to take care of at Crossbell Station later today. Romeo's gonna be there. Oh, they're not here yet. Actually, I could just went through this door. Her office is over here. Excuse us, ma'am. Means a lot that you're turning to us, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major Seeker. Nice to see you. Hello, you four. Given you came to see me directly, I assume that something's happened. Yes, actually, there's something we'd like to discuss with you if you don't mind. Lloyd explained that he came to Tangram Gate to figure out how to crack down on counterfeit dealers crossing the border. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on Tangram Gate's cooperation. Thank you, Deputy Commander. Hold up, you guys sure you can spare the manpower? Don't all the border gates get crazy during the anniversary festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, border security is the responsibility of CGF guardsmen who are stationed at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think it's our duty to be involved with this issue of yours. Well put, Seeker, there's no need for the Special Support Section to have any reservations on our behalf. That being said, we are currently short on hand, so the amount of aid we can provide is limited. Any assistance you can provide is welcome. I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have an opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to police intel, the counterfeit dealer should be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. Noon? Now that you mention, I believe there is a bus from Calvert scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, your dealer should be on board. You know, there's a brief window of time where passengers in the Calvert bus have to wait for the domestic Crossbell bus line to arrive. Usually people waiting for their connecting bus head over to the mess hall to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we got ourselves a plan then. First, the Sergeant Major will come up with some excuse to escort the passengers in the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not cause any ruckus, and try to find our counterfeit dealer. If you ever want to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but should be enough to screen most of the passengers. I'm curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. I'm kind of starting to feel anxious. You still have a little time until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I can have beds prepared for you if needed. Time for some R&R. I think we'll take you up on that officer, Deputy Commander Bales. Very well. I'll have someone call for you when the bus arrives. Until then, use your free time to rest. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to Crossbell State, sir. I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey here. Fortunately, it won't be long until the bus to Crossbell City arrives. If you'd like, feel free to rest up in the mess hall while you wait. I think I'll take you up on that. So I remember the counterfeiter's the old lady from last time, and it's a time inconsistency of sorts. That's Kilika, right? Or Kirika? What's her name? I think it's Kilika. That all of them? Should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. Noel pulled out the passenger list and handed it to Lloyd. I appreciate it, Sergeant Major Seeker. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers total, and we're positive that all of them came from the Republic. Are you sure you're allowed to show this list to people outside the CGF? In a way, this is tantamount to disclosure of personal information. Deputy Commander Bales already authorized me to give you information that may assist you in your investigation. And given that no one's name or address is included in the list, we're not leaking any sensitive details anyway, or so she said. There's the quick and adaptive judgment we come to expect from the Deputy Commander. Damn, she's scary smart, man. Alright then, thanks for letting us take a look at this, Sergeant Major. Lloyd handed the list back to Noel. It's no problem. Did anything stand out to you? We're definitely going to need to take a look at them. Need to take a look for ourselves before we draw any conclusions. We should strike while the iron's hot. There's not much time until the bus arrives. We should interview the passengers and try to flush out the counterfeit dealer. Agreed, let's move out. It's go time. Roger. I believe in you, everyone. Can't wait until the bus arrives to take me to the land of opportunity. I hear that Crossbell is the ideal place to do business. Mira awaits. Excuse me, sir, you're some kind of merchant, right? Exactly right. I deal in rare Calvardian novelties. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come to expand my wares with Crossbell and goods to sell back in Calvard. You run your business by yourself? Is that not difficult? Despite how things sound, I have quite the wide array of personal connections. All the contacts I made across the Murray have given me a huge leg up with business deals, far more than I could have ever expected. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to show you my wares. Dude, check her out. Oh? You weren't riding on the bus, were you? What? Well, since we got here so late, we decided to spend the night. Hopefully that'll fly for now. Is that so? Well, I suppose that's a sound reason as any. Enlighten me, madam. What exactly are you doing here in Crossbell? I suppose you could say that I'm searching for a jewel. What sort of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one. One that can enchant people and rest within this very state. And if I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. Though I may have to stoop to whatever means necessary in order to see it through. Why is she being so cryptic? I wouldn't think too hard about it. So we'll be seeing her a lot more in black when we go to her hometown. Oh dear, oh my, what a handsome young man. You remind me of my grandson, in fact. Such an air of intelligence, far beyond your years. Thank you? Ma'am, are you from Crossbell? Oh no, I'm from Calvert, dear. You see, my son's family lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. If you can believe it, it's been almost 3 years since I last stepped foot in Crossbell. 3 years too long, so this is the detail to remember if you want to catch the counterfeiter. You seem happy, ma'am. How could I not? After all, it's been so long since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. Feels like it was only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. And there's the other part, because if you remember, it's been she said it was 3 years, but Michelin is only 1 year old. Can't wait to see how big he's gotten over the years. My dear grandson all grown up. Hey, you four, don't you think that lady's up to something? Lady, which one? Black-haired one sitting over on the other side wearing the pantsuit. Start with the rest of the passengers, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, she's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. I just get the feeling that she's not your average lady. Well, it's certainly true that she's not dressed like the typical tourist and doesn't speak like one either. That aside, did you come to Crossbell to sightsee or personal reasons? Yes, I'd say that I'm returning home. I've been vacationing in Calvert, but I made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting your time with me? If you're boarding the bus, too, you should be really keeping an eye on that lady with the black hair. She's suspicious. Dude, she's just a Taito practitioner. Let her be. Morning, are you heading to Crossbell City, too? Yeah, something like that. Would you two happen to be on some kind of couples retreat? Is that what it looks like to you? Are you not together, then? If I had a mirror for every time we were asked that. Contrary to what you think, we're siblings, not a couple. Since we barely look alike, people always gain the wrong impression. We both love to travel, so we go on all kinds of trips together. It's just our thing. Sounds like you two are really close. Well, I'd feel bad if she went places by herself, seeing that she doesn't have a boyfriend. Aren't you hilarious? I'm not the one Mom keeps nagging to find that special someone. Well, I guess you got me there. Anyway, you guys all have a good time at the anniversary festival, alright? I know we will. How many times have we been mistaken for a couple on this trip now? Oh, well, here's hoping we make some wonderful memories at the anniversary festival. We're siblings, but we don't really look alike. It's some false assumptions, sure, but we love to travel too much to let that stop us from going on trips together. Lunchtime is crazy as always, and what's more, these Calvarians are extremely picky. I swear, they'll complain if the slightest thing doesn't suit their tastes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... You know, traveling by bus has a unique charm to it. Cruising along on the open roads. My boy seems to be having a blast, too. Oh, are you on a family vacation? Yes, I suppose that's a good way to put it. My son has always supported me through thick and thin, so I wanted to be able to show my love and appreciation for him, hence this trip. You sound like quite the caring father, sir. Come now, I'm going to blush. Since I'm constantly having to go on business trips, I have to take advantage of times like this to show off my fatherly love. That's all there is to it. Crossbell's been really scenic so far, and the air is super clean, too. My dad's been in so many countries on his business trips that he never runs out of really cool stories to talk about. What are you on? This guy looks like an oddball. Pardon me, sir. Might we ask why you're coming to Crossbell? What's it to you? Just curious, sir. Why the hostility, old man? Got some secret you're hiding? Don't want anyone to know about that guilty conscience of yours? The hell are you accusing me of? Whoa, Randy. Hey now, no need to get angry. I'm on your wavelength. Crossbell's swarm with all sorts of cuties. Not to mention, it's full of fun little places that you can take them to. Gotta say, I like your style, man. Want me to tell you some of my favorite spots? Such shamelessness. Fishing. I came here to fish, okay? I know it's an anniversary festival and all, but I came here to fish for some of your freshwater species. Alone. Something wrong with that, punk? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Sorry for teasing you, old man. That's one way to get someone to talk. Crude and unusual, but effective. Attention passengers, the bus bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. For those boarding, please head towards Tangram Gate's parking lot. Bus is here, let's get going. Yeah, let's go. Time to finally reunite with my time to finally reunite with my grandson has nearly arrived. How'd it go? My assessment is that we do not have enough information to fully determine who the dealer is. All those guys struck me as regular people coming to enjoy the festival. Is there really a criminal hiding in that group? I find it hard to believe. You're being awfully quiet, Lloyd. Did you notice anything? Sort of. There's one person who said something a bit strange. Seriously? What the hell was it? It's still just a hunch, Randy. But right now we need to board that bus so we can put all the pieces together on this. We should be on our way then. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up and we will not be able to track them down. Good point. Let's hurry over to the bus stop. The bus is in the parking lot, everyone. Wish I could be more help. I've done all I can. I'll be praying for your success. Thanks, Sergeant Major. We'll get it done. And she just repeats that. Oh, you folks heading back too? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Well, yeah, the other passengers are already on board. Hurry up and get in. Like I said earlier, I plan to uncover the identity of the counterfeit dealer on the bus ride. Let's think things through and figure it out before we reach Crossbell City. Gotcha. We're in a race against time. No time to waste then, shall we? First off, we should sort through all the information we have on the counterfeit ring. The group of counterfeit dealers split up and entered Crossbell via the train station, airport, and Tangram Gate. At least, according to the report given by Donovan. Yes, that's right. If the report is accurate, our culprit should be one of the passengers on this bus. With that information, we can deduce one infallible truth. The counterfeit dealer who boarded this bus is working alone, as it's the old lady. From that, we can conclude that this is likely the ring's leader. Seriously? Would their leader be working solo with no backup? It's possible. What's your reasoning behind that? It's relatively simple to explain. For them to sell their merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods onto Crossbell, right? Naturally, it seems odd for them to be using the bus route to Tangram Gate. Now that you mention it. If I were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbell via train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the station and airport do not require strict security screens for people from the Republic or the Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is a tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to underlings is the name of the game. Oh, and by process of elimination, our culprit has already ordered his goons to smuggle through the airport and station. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly enter Crossbell. Is that what you're getting at, Lloyd? Couldn't have summed it up better. It's circumstantial evidence, but still holds some weight. When we apply that logic to this case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out, so the siblings, the father and son, are clear. Exactly, but there's something else. When I was questioning the passengers, one of them said something fishy. That person is most likely the leader of the counterfeit ring. Something fishy, eh? There are 5 remaining suspects. The eccentric old man who claims he came to Crossbell to fish. That's the middle bottom. The kind of lady who claims she came to Crossbell to see her grandchild for the first time in 3 years. The dark-haired woman shrouded in mystery. I think her name is Kirika? The whole ambiguous LR thing messes me up, but just remember she's from Sky and native to Calvert. The young girl who seemed to distrust the dark-haired woman, and the merchant who says he travels back and forth between Crossbell and the Republic. Is one of them really the culprit? Yeah, I think I got them pinned down. Among the suspects, the leader of the counterfeit dealers must be... And I point out the inconsistency in the old woman's story. The elderly woman. You positive? Yeah, given the evidence, it wouldn't make sense for the counterfeit dealer to be anyone else. Guess that's true. The bus will be arriving at Crossbell's east exit momentarily. When disembarking, please remember to take all personal belongings with you. We will arrive shortly. It's now or never. Once we arrive, we'll hurry and apprehend the suspect. Everyone, get ready. Don't have to tell me twice. Remember, it's up to you to get the suspect to drop their cover. You up to the challenge? Of course, leave it to me. So I think if you botch this quest, it would be Kilika who does it for you or something like that. Basically, everything you screw up falls down to the Brazers to fix. Could you please wait a moment? Oh, if it isn't those fine young folk I met at the border. What might you dearies need with a little lady like myself? We apologize for not having told you this sooner, but we're with the Crossville Police Special Support Section. We'd like for you to answer a few quick questions, ma'am. Excuse me, Sonny? Are you implying something? What am I guilty of? No matter the situation, isn't it rude to bother a frail old lady like myself? I understand your reservation, but the CPD received some interesting information today. A certain group of criminals are supposedly trying to infiltrate Crossbell. We were tasked with investigating Tangram Gate, so we covertly questioned any inbound tourists there. One of them stood out due to a particularly strange remark. That remark came from you, ma'am. What's that supposed to mean, son? Well, your statements in the dining hall struck me as incredibly suspicious. I believe you claim that it's been about 3 years since you last came to Crossbell. And what's so strange about that? The area in Calvert I'm from isn't very close to Crossbell. There's nothing weird about me visiting infrequently. I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. The problem is what followed. You said you went to the theme park with your grandson during your last visit, if I'm not mistaken. I see the issue. You sly dog, you. Your fate has already been sealed, ma'am. I'm not following. It's quite simple, really. If you had really visited Crossbell 3 years ago like you claimed, you would have had trouble visiting Michelin Wonderland, considering it didn't even exist at the time. What? This can't be. I mean, you see, the thing is... Oh yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Silly old me must have read about it somewhere and got myself confused. You know how it is with us elderly folks, right? Oh, it was a misunderstanding? No problem. Do you mind if we give your grandson's family a quick call to corroborate your story? I'm sure they'd be quick to defend you if the police suspected you, right? Then again, that's not even an option. You can't call someone who isn't real. It's pretty funny when you think about it. You went to visit a non-existent theme park with a non-existent grandson. This type of mistake would have only been possible for someone who visited Crossbell in the last 2 years. Frequently coming here to run your crooked business is exactly what allowed for that contradiction in your statement. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Do you seriously think a kind elderly lady like myself would be heinous enough to pawn off counterfeit goods on unsuspecting people? I do believe you just put the final nail in your coffin, ma'am. Not once during this exchange do we specify the crime in question. Crap. Way to fall for one of the oldest tricks in the book, you old bat. I think it's about time you face the music. I'm sure you have a perfectly logical explanation as to why you have access to sensitive information. We will be more than happy to listen to you in our interrogation room. So, that's that, right? I'll give you one last chance, ma'am. Please turn yourself in peacefully, or else... Who'd go along with a bunch of idiotic whippersnappers? What? She's gone off her rocker. Her true nature has finally been revealed. You're all just a bunch of cowards trying to deceive a helpless old lady like myself. I'm sure the gods will smite you all if you don't correct your nasty behavior. It is honestly laughable you can utter such nonsense without a hint of irony. Are you not guilty of deceiving others with your unscrupulous business? Shut up, you damn munchkin. Munchkin? I hate you all. This is exactly why police and bracers are trash. Maybe you all think you're so righteous. Maybe you morons should get off your friggin' high horses. Calm down, ma'am. If you could just come with us quiet. Zip it, punk. Got caught in your ears? I said I'm not going with you. Don't make me repeat myself again. No, don't make me repeat myself. You think you can catch me so easily? Then why don't you go ahead and try me? Seriously? How can an old lady move so quickly? It's because she doesn't sit around eating donuts all day, Lloyd. Where the hell did that whole nicest grandma ever you'd meet charade disappear off to? Munchkin? Is it really the time for this, you guys? We need to hurry up and chase after her, or else she might actually escape. True, let's go after her. Don't underestimate me, you freaking brats. Just you wait and see, I forged these legs of mine through the struggle of climbing mountains back in my youth. Like hell you'll catch me. Eck. Oh dear, I must have accidentally stuck my leg out while I wasn't looking. Are you still breathing, madam? You bitch, what the hell do you think you're doing? I see that despite your age, you have energy to spare. Crap, considering how fast she was running, she's probably way ahead. Look over there, Lloyd. Huh? What you doing on the ground all of a sudden? Check it out, the black-haired lady is here too. Wait, hold on a sec, did you do this? We can talk later. I'd suggest you restrain her while you have the chance. This woman seems to have some serious pep in her steps. I'm sure she'll be coming to in no time at all. Damn you. Good call, ma'am. You mind helping me out, Ellie? Not at all. I apologize, but can you accompany us for the time being? Especially since it would seem you played a significant role in this arrest. Very well. I wasn't intending to say now, perhaps this is simply fate. Rest easy, ma'am. It'd be my absolute pleasure to escort such a fine lady as yourself. Could I ask for your name, then? Like I'd give my name to some scrawny little brat like you. Scrawny? Listen here, Granny, do you have any idea of the position you're in? You're aware we've already arrested all of your friends, right? So, can it and start cooperating already. Shut your yap, you little shit. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? You're talking to a lady, yeah? Don't you know it's common courtesy to serve her a cup of tea or something? Okay, sure, I'll bring it later. Is Raymond gonna be alright handling her by himself? She's a tough nut, that's for sure, but don't worry, he'll be fine. Besides, this is a secure facility. She won't be getting out of here anytime soon. I don't know, somehow I could see her brute forcing her way out of anything. I agree. By the way, who's the beautiful young lady over there? You know, now that I mention it, I never asked her. Excuse me, ma'am, we're going to need your name and occupation, please, for police and business, of course. Kilika Roran, at your service. I'm a Calvardian entertainment producer. I came to Crossbell, well, let's say it was by chance. Kilika, eh? Gotta say I like it. And you're a producer to boot. You definitely look the part, and I mean that in the best of ways. She helped us apprehend the suspect, Inspector Donovan. Is that right? Excuse our poor manners, ma'am. The CPD thanks you for your invaluable cooperation. If you like, I'm sure we can scrunch up a reward for you. Can't guarantee it'll be much, though. Please, it's quite alright. I didn't do anything much, certainly not enough to warrant a reward. Well, if you're sure, if I'm being honest, it's a real relief to hear you say that. Please remain professional, Inspector. Actually, I've been wondering, how did the stakeouts at the train station and airport go? Oh, that? Luckily, the other dealers were caught and arrested. On top of that, we were able to confiscate all the counterfeit items they were carrying. So if all goes according to plan, they'll be out of business for the rest of the year. Rest of the year? Are you saying they'll be getting off the hook with only minor charges? Sadly, I think that's usually the way it is, because they didn't actually get to commit the crime proper, like, it's attempt instead of, like, grand larceny or something, or fraud, or what have you. It's looking like it's going to be a stern warning and an entry ban prohibiting them from entering Crossbell for 1 month. They're not even going to be detained? So what you're saying is that all our work didn't amount to jack. Tio said it before, according to state law, it's only a minor criminal offense, and since they're foreigners, we can't do much. Trust me, I understand how disheartening it can be, but this is as much as we can do. Now, don't be discouraged. You four did fine work today, especially when you consider the fact that they'll be out of commission for the festival. Chief, please help me. Oops, sounds like Raymond needs saving. Anyway, good work. We'll be counting you guys if anything else comes up again. Thank you, Inspector. You can give us a call anytime. Crossbell's authority really is as weak as the rumors say. Well, I suppose we cannot be surprised about that. What do you mean? Laws exist to protect the well-being of those who live under them, and yet, Crossbell's laws seem designed for the sole purpose of keeping it obedient to Erebonian and Calvard. I imagine that's something you've run up against on more than one occasion, yes? I imagine it must be extremely frustrating. Even so, I think all of you can hold your heads high. Fighting against an unjust status quo is admirable. Though I suppose it's none of my business as a Calvardian. Regardless, I'd advise you not to give up. I'm sure your efforts will pay off one day. Kilika. So, now that it's all settled, what's your plan? I reserved a room for myself in one of the Entertainment District's hotels. I plan on staying there during my visit. I'll be more than happy to show you the way there if you'd like. I appreciate the gesture, but don't worry, I'm well acquainted with the city. You said the Entertainment District. Does that perhaps have something to do with the motive behind your visit? You are a sharp one, aren't you? That's right, I've come to see Arc-en-Ciel. If possible, I was hoping to get them to agree to performing in the Republic, a tour perhaps. You're looking to book them? Of course, Arc-en-Ciel is an enchanting septium vein lying dormant in Crossbell. Have they the charisma to capture Calvard with their magical shows? Can they create a vortex of enthusiasm for theater there? Determining that is my main job here in Crossbell. Interesting. So when she was talking about a jewel at Tangram Gate, she was talking about Arc-en-Ciel all along. You're an interesting bunch. Still diamonds in the rough to be sure, but there's definitely something pure and true inside of you. And you're professionals as well. Deducing who the culprit was like that. That wasn't something that comes to people easily. Let's both do our best from here on out, okay? Yeah. Thank you for your assistance again, Kilika. If there's anything you need while you're here, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd love an opportunity to return the favor. If the opportunity arises, I'll be sure to do so. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. This request was more than I was expecting. You're telling me. But hey, thanks to that, I was able to meet one fine lady. Man, I've seen my share of beautiful girls from out east, but damn, that Kilika's on another level. You are incorrigible. Well, at least he didn't say that in front of her, I guess. Is everyone ready to get going? So I think there's going to be a scene when we leave here, basically setting up the next part of the day, which should be Kitty.
こっちは忙しいんだ。プライベートな話だったらさすがに断らせてもらうぞ。
まあプライベートじゃあプライベートな用事だけど、報酬はたんまり弾むぜ。
俺たちは遊撃士じゃない。直接そうした報酬を受け取るつもりはないんだが。
お高く止まっちゃって。ただまあ報酬といっても直接見らってわけじゃないさ。あんたたちの欲しがってる情報をパックしたメモリークォーツ。それだったらどうよ。いい反応じゃん。ま、とにかく僕んとこに来てくれよ。詳しい話はその時にするからさ。
わかった。
何だったの？
ああ。
なるほど。
たく、ふざけたガキだぜ。しかも確実にこっちの足元を見てやがるな。
でもとりあえず行ってみた方が良さそうですね。私の助けが欲しいみたいですし、逆にこちらが彼の足元を見ることもできるかもしれません。
いや、別にそんな駆け引きはしなくてもいいんだけど。というか、どうして彼はティオに直接連絡しないんだ？
おそらく悔しいんだと思います。おととい落ちゲーの対戦で徹底的に負かしたばかりですから。
そうなのか。
その落ち芸っていうのはよくわからないけど、
あの小僧がティオスケには頭が上がらないのは確かみてえだな。
基本的に甘ったれですから。とにかく他に用事がなければヨナのところに行ってみましょう。私としても彼の依頼内容は気になりますし。
そうだな、行ってみるか。
So, we have to go deeper into the geofront than we did in the past. I went the wrong way. Than we did in the past. So let's go cash these out. There might be enough here for a rank up.
皆さん、どうそれではさすが皆さんです。
Missing doctor. Oh, I thought that was reported already. So yeah, we usually have a rank
お
up.
疲れ様でした。さすが皆さんです。はい、お疲れ様でした。大変でしたね。
That wasn't enough for a rank up? Jeez. Wow. I have to be like 1 or 2 points short. So I've been holding on to those for a little while. When we pick up next time, we'll be moving forward with Yono's quest, and there's actually a few NPCs we need to talk to, like Kilika, and a couple others have shifted position. So next time, a little bit of dialogue, and then the actual story, which should include the day. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.